This is well struck, high and deep toward the left field corner. And he darn near started this thing off with a bang. Instead, it's a foul ball. And here's a ball hit in the air. In there, a base hit. Around first, heading for second now. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Batting second,
Melky Cabrera will stand in, and as you can see, the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Ryan sets. First pitch on its way. In there at the knees, strike one. You know, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here, EK. They come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
But always important to play good baseball in front of the home crowd. And
hold on now, that ball is down and could score a run. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Yeah, and you know, after a tough loss in Game 1 of this series, that's a nice job here to pick up a first-inning RBI. That gets these guys out in front right from the start, maybe turning things around.
Jose Abreu is at the plate as he watches ball 1. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
Pretty gutsy pitch there. 2-0 changeup for a strike.
Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Who are you focused on, EK?
Yeah, well, we'll see if the Todd father, Todd Frazier, can keep it going. He's gone deep 5 times in the last 10 ball games. But clearly he's seen the ball really well right now.
Todd Frazier will dig in here, and he'll do so with the 8th best average in the American League entering play. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, you talk about being comfortable at the plate. That's the way he's feeling it right now. 9 straight games with that base hit now.
Into the box, Deoner Navarro. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. This is hit softly to third. And that's in there. Base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
And I got a feeling the last thing these guys want to do is get someone up in the bullpen here in the first inning. But they might not have a choice because this is 4 hits against them already, and that last one was smoked.
Gardner is there, makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
And at the very least, That's what he's up there hoping to do, and that's hit the ball in the air somewhere. So, nice job to pick up that runner from third.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second. It's a 3-0 game.
Well, they are definitely getting a jump on things to start this one. This will go for a double, and that makes it 3-0 already. And even though there's still plenty of baseball to be played, they've got themselves a pretty good cushion, and they're threatening for more.
First delivery to him on the way. And here is strike one call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. On the ground to third. In to score is the runner from third.
Boy, this is a manager's worst nightmare. Your starter's given up 6 hits now in the first inning, and he's really showing no signs that he's about to start figuring it out. You hate to make a change with this much baseball left to be played, but it seems almost inevitable at this point.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. And it looks like the Yankees will have a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Men come to the plate for score. Carlos Rodon gets the ball for the White Sox in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, if you take a look at that whip, you can see he's been struggling all year long. A lot of base runners.
Brett Gardner is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Eric, these White Sox, as they enter play today, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
And it's been a less than amazing start to the road trip, too. They've won just 1 of their first 4 games, so they'll be looking to turn that around here.
With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Who stands out to you, EK?
You know, guys, I'm interested to see if Chase Headley can turn it around a bit. He's in a real power drop. Did not hit a single home run all of last month. And that's hard to believe when we're talking about a guy with his type of power.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Adam Jones will stand in, and as you can see, his home and road splits there. He's been a much better hitter away from home. Swing, and this is also hit well. Out to deep center. Gone! Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. A solo shot here for Adam Jones. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Yankees are back in business. It's now a 4-2 ball game.
And early on here, he's having real trouble locating his pitches. I mean, this is another pitch that's biting off way too much of the plate. And they've roughed him up for 2 home runs already, and we're not out of the first yet.
Batting fourth.
Here's Prince Fielder.
Prince Fielder.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Oh, and he whiffs on it at first. It's right by him into right. Well, and that's 3 straight hits now, and he's threatening to give that early lead right back to him here in inning number 1.
Castillo.
Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Shuck is there to take it, and that's the second out of the inning. Chase Headley will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. A runner on first with 2 away. Line drive to left. Cabrera is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Adam Eaton will stand in for the second time now as he'll again get the opportunity to lead off an inning.
Yeah, 9 men came to bat in that first inning, so now they get a chance to reset and start over here in the second.
CC Sabathia is going to come on now here in just the second inning, so he'll likely be asked to work a few innings here.
CC Sabathia.
So as Adam Eaton digs in here, he's one of those guys that wasn't the top draft pick yet made a name for himself in the big leagues.
Yeah, Adam was drafted in the 19th round in the 2010 draft by the Diamondbacks out of Miami of Ohio. He had a great college career there, but it's not really known as a big baseball school, so that probably contributed to Eaton being drafted fairly late.
Lifted the other way out to left center. After it is Jones. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, we all know Brett Gardner is one of the best defensive outfielders in the game. His legs may be slowing just a bit as he gets further into his 30s, but he still covers plenty of ground, and his situational awareness is second to none.
Jose Abreu stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, some call Simmons a pitcher's umpire because he's been known to have a wide zone at times, but I think he evens it out, to be honest with you. Pretty fair overall.
Tap fouled at home plate. Well, Abreu was a force while playing in Cuba. He won the league MVP for the 2010-2011 season, so you know his pedigree is there.
And there's no doubt there's a lot of other great players down there that can play the game of baseball. We just don't get to see them, although we're starting to see.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down in order go the White Sox, but they still lead this one 4-2.
Leading off for the Yankees.
Leading off the inning, Freddie Coleman, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And that's too high, ball 2.
You can bet he's a little rattled still from that first inning. He gave up a lot of solid contact that first time through the lineup.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, it should be 3-0 right now. Now you're just letting the pitcher right back into the at-bat.
Hard liner toward short. And this inning starts with a solid base hit. Aaron Hicks will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. High fly ball out to deep right field. Looking up is Eaton. And this one is gone. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
Wow, he has proven to be a real nuisance in the first 2 games of this series. A home run in last night's ball game, and now another one here.
Stepping in now, Ronald Torreyes.
Ronald Torreyes.
As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Well, the Yankees, with their 3 home runs now, still have a ways to go to match their record for a single game. Twice in their history, they've hit 8 of them, most recently in 2007. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And he makes the throw to first. Torreyes is retired, and there's 1 away.
Right fielder.
Brett Gardner will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Lifted the other way to left center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Gardner not stopping. He's headed for 3rd. The relay throw, and they're not going to get Gardner. He's in there with a triple. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Eddie Rosario digs in now with 2 already home and a potential 3rd waiting in the wings only 90 feet away.
Well, runs often come in bunches, Matty, and we're going to have to see if that's the case right here. They've got a chance at a big inning.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the 1st strike.
Yeah, and you got to be careful that you don't go up there helping them out, especially if you get that feeling that they're trying to work around you.
Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. From the belt, kicks and deals. And, oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from 3rd. So a man at 3rd here with 2 gone, and standing in the fine center fielder, Adam Jones. From the stretch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Shot on the move, and this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And the runner from 3rd crosses the plate. It's a 5-4 game.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
Here's Prince Fielder. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
Oh, and a big hack by Fielder, just like his daddy, but it's 0-2. Might want to stay away from that pitch in the foreseeable future.
Yeah, well, whatever that was, he's lucky to get another chance.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. We've played 2. It's now 5-4 New York. A look there at the most famous urban park in the United States, Central Park, set to go again here from Yankee Stadium. Leading off the inning, Todd Frazier, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Sabathia really putting all of his body behind that fastball. It's strike one. And he falls behind 0-2. And another foul ball. Sabathia into his motion. Here's the 0-2. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Coleman comes up with it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Striding into the box, Deoner Navarro. He reached on a single in his first try.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Good fastball from Sabathia to start the at-bat. It's strike one. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will get foul for strike two. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
This is line to left, and that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a one-out double.
Now batting.
So striding in, Brett Laurie, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Hit hard up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Up next for Chicago.
So stepping in, Steve Lombardozzi, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 5-5 ball game. And this will come in far too late. He's in there at third. He's set. Here it comes. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. The 0-1 takes this the other way to right. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Well, that's 4 straight hits against him now, and of the 4, this might be the hardest hit of them all. One run will score on the play, and they're really making him sweat out there now.
Standing in now, J.B. Shuck, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Oh, and that's a good fastball right there. He might have been thinking about protecting against that sinker.
And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high, 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
Rosario is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
The right fielder,
Adam Eaton steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far. 2 down, runners at first and second. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Hit on the ground to short. Scooped up. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The White Sox lead it 6-5. Leading off the inning, Wellington Castillo, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Castillo.
And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Now, after a rough couple of innings, you'd like to give your guy a chance to straighten himself out here, but I also think you got to keep your options open in case he just doesn't have it.
Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd with a punch out, 1 away. 1 out here in the Yankees' 3rd inning, and that'll bring in the dangerous switch hitter Chase Headley. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. 0-1, here's the pitch. Oh, and Headley can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike 2 now.
I think he needs to cut down on his swing a bit, get a little more compact, because he ain't going to be touching those fastballs.
Line toward right center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. Freddie Coleman strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. First offering on its way. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1. You guys surprised at all that that man doesn't have the bullpen going yet?
Well, he's showing a lot of faith in his starter, but to me, you've at least got to get someone stretching down there. Move him around a little bit.
And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 as he chases the slider.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Squared that one up just a little late. Ready to deliver the 1-2 down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. No appeal needed, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees.
Into the box now, Aaron Hicks. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
2-run homer his first time. He's looking for another one on that swing.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. One left for the Yankees. This one remains close. It's 6-5. Melky Cabrera is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Left fielder, Melky Cabrera.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Trying to get Cabrera to chase there, but it's 1-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Jones has a read on it. 1 out. Now to the plate, Jose Abreu. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he lays off there 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Hit hard back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
Sabathia pauses. Here's the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. And he'll get the fielder's choice play at second, but that's all. So an unfortunate turn of events for him here as he's going to be forced to leave the game due to injury. And hopefully it's nothing that keeps him out of commission for too long. Didi Gregorius is going to come in now and take over following the injury.
Now playing second base, number 18.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Deoner Navarro. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Now batting,
Brett Laurie gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3, and the inning is over. White Sox strand a couple. They lead it, however, it's 6-5. Ronald Torreyes is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Into the seats, 0-1. Misses the bunt attempt, and we'll see what's up now on 0-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Brett Gardner tripled and scored in his last at-bat, and we'll see how he follows it up here.
Yeah, he already got to show off those wheels, so let's see if he can make it happen again in this at-bat.
And couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Well, you know, guys, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 80% of the batters he's faced, but he hasn't been able to get things done. He's not pitching well, and we're into the middle innings of this game now.
There to take it now is Cabrera, and he has it for the second out of the inning.
The left fielder,
Eddie Rosario strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First pitch coming. Here it is. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. This one's flared out toward left. Cabrera moving to his left. And that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Still a Steve Lombardozzi heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Up in the zone for him, and he takes a called strike two.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Hard sinker misses. 2-2. Just out in front of that one. Still 2-2. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. So he'll add one to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Up next for the White Sox,
Jimmy Rollins steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one. And he thought to bunting here with the number 8 hitter up there.
Well, I'm more of a National League guy, so I'd maybe think about it, but in the American League, you just don't see it used all that often.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. J.B. Shuck will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. And that misses inside. 1-0. Swing and a ball line hard towards short. That's in there. Base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. Adam Eaton will step in. A ground out victim his last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Now both runners are breaking. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. And he takes this one high. 1-1. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
And Sabathia misses here. It runs full now. 3-2. And he misses with it. Ball 4. So that'll load the bases. And now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. Melky Cabrera will dig in here with the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
He's been tough to deal with this year. He's second on the team in RBIs, so this is a golden opportunity.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Sean Gilmartin is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here.
Gil Martin.
Melky Cabrera will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball one. That's by him for strike one. Bases loaded here, nobody out. High in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes Rosario, still going back. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Yeah, you feel a little for that guy on the mound. He was in an impossible spot to begin with. He didn't start this mess, but he definitely makes it worse by giving up the grand slam.
Jose Abreu will stand in now following the home run, and you wonder if that losing streak is about to go by the wayside.
Well, they're not home yet, but certainly this has been a much better performance than we've seen out of them for a while now. So all signs seem to be pointing to a potential victory.
Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Chopped toward the second baseman. Gregorius is there. Throw on to first, and they're finally able to get on the board here. There's one away.
Third baseman,
Todd Frazier gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And this is taken outside for ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here. So a runner at first with 1 out now. And standing in is the catcher, Deandre Navarro. And a slider bounces, and that'll get on by. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. And another one misses here as they fall behind Navarro 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase. And after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Well, that's okay. You would have liked him to chase on 3 and 2, but you had your base open here, so now you can really focus on getting yourself a ground ball.
Brett Laurie steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Brett Laurie has moved around to different teams a fair amount in his career, and he's moved from catcher to second base to third to back to second. Say what you will. He's adaptable. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Laurie was traded to Oakland in November of 2014 as a part of that blockbuster deal that sent Josh Donaldson to Toronto.
Yeah, and he struggled initially after that deal was done, but he came around nicely and ended up putting up some pretty good numbers, comparable to what he'd been doing in Toronto.
And the run is in to score from second.
When you're already losing, the one thing you can't do is give away more runs. I mean, you're already in the hole. The last thing you want to do is keep digging, but that's what's happening right here. Things are going from bad to worse now.
The batter, number 7.
Jimmy Rollins digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. Belted high in the air out to left. Looking up is Rosario. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. A 3-run homer by Jimmy Rollins. As this lead got even wider. Into the box now, J.B. Shuck. 0-1 count and the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And now, as a reliever, you've got to go out and give 100% and focus on the task at hand. And you can't let the emotion enter the equation or it'll mess up your concentration and things will get even worse.
And it's in time. Adam Jones will stride forward to lead it off. And I'd imagine he'll do so with some tired legs after being out in the field for that last half inning.
Yeah, that was a killer. He could probably use a minute or 2 on the bench, but he gets pressed right back into action here.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 1-2 pitch. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. Prince Fielder will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0.
And this is all about handling a guy like this with kid gloves. You know, walk him if you have to, but don't let him be the one to beat you.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
Yeah, he's getting some good run on that 2-seamer. It's moving better than it was even a few innings ago.
Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo home run for Prince Fielder. 7 home runs for him on the year now, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind. Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Chased out of his zone there, and he's down 2 strikes. 6 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Chase Headley digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Into the windup and the pitch. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And with 2 outs here and nobody on, if he gets a fastball like that one, he won't be afraid about airing one out here. This is a swing for the fences type situation.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. 2 out, nobody on. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Lowry's there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Adam Eaton will step in to lead things off for the White Sox here in the 6th.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Ivan Nova will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Adam Eaton will step in to lead things off for the White Sox here in the 6th.
Fielder number 1, Adam Eaton.
And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count.
Boy, hitting the guy wouldn't exactly be the smoothest way to enter a ball game. He's lucky that one didn't get him.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Over at the knees, and that's the 2nd strike. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
And this is where, as a pitcher, you've got to approach each inning like it's an entirely new ball game. If you start dwelling on the deficit you're in right now, the hole that you've already dug yourself into, you're bound to make some more mistakes and just compound the problems. So that was a good start to a new inning right here.
Melky Cabrera will stand in again as we take you back to the 5th inning for the big blow. A grand slam that obviously has been their biggest at-bat of the game thus far. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. Trying to get Cabrera to chase there, but it's 1-2. And that misses 2-2. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. This is pulled into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but it's one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Oh, and he misses it. Around first, digging for 2 now. Todd Frazier digs in. He reached on a walk his last time up and later came around to score. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Oh, high. Deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A 2-run homer that time for Todd Frazier. Home run number 9 on the year as the blowout continues. Here's the catcher, Deoner Navarro.
Catcher, Deoner
As he takes a cold strike on the black, it's 0-1. They've measured that last home run officially at 404 feet. Skied in the air to straightaway left. On the move is Rosario. And that ends the inning. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. More from the show, Saturday Baseball, following this message and a word from our local stations. Didi Gregorius will come on as he's newly into the ballgame, getting his first plate appearance now here in the 6th. On his way to pitch number 75. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. 1 away.
Now batting,
Aaron Hicks will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1.
This is where a guy who's been very aggressive around the plate may start thinking about being a little more fine later on in the game. When these guys start thinking, hey, you know what? I'm just going to go up there and jump on the first pitch. You don't even have to throw him something good to hit.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Well, not only is that 10 strikeouts now, but I'll tell you what, we've still got a few innings to go here. He keeps throwing the way he is. He can make that number really interesting by the time this one's through.
Drilled right back up the middle. Backhanded. Off-balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Brett Laurie is set to get us started for the late innings of this one. We'll move forward in this one and rejoin the action in the bottom of the 7th. Eddie Rosario will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. And the underhanded throw gets him for the out.
Now batting,
Adam Jones strides into the box now, launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Chop foul right at home plate. Set to deliver the 0-1. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. Prince Fielder stands in, coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Well, the last time he saw a fastball and hit it pretty well, so we'll see how they work him this time. You can throw him more fastballs, but you better not put it in that location.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Yanks leave 1, and they... J.B. Shuck comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th. And the White Sox offense this afternoon was led by this man, Jimmy Rollins. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, just a great all-around game for him here. You'll see on the line score, 4 hits, including that big home run. You'd have to say he was instrumental in leading these guys to the victory.
thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Good Thursday morning to you.